we'll just stay back here.
Oh, do we not have music?
No.
That's depressing.
You know, play some on your phone.
I was thinking about it. Are we live?
Don't forget to do the Instagram live.
That would be funny. I wish I could beatbox. Can you beatbox?
I
Boots
do.
and cats count?
Boots and cats, boots and cats, and 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 birds and birds and birds and birds and boots and cats, and boots and cats, and boots and cats, and boots and cats, and
Just
birds.
wait for your okay.
You're on, John.
And then we turn around and start. It's live already?
We're live?
Well, hey!
What's up? Hey,
How
we
you
see you.
doing? Good to see you.
Hey, you want to know something cool?
What?
Beavers won.
Shut up.
You know what's even better?
What could be better, though? I wonder.
Beavers won. You threw a bunch of things at me last week, and so I didn't have as many things as you did, but I at least had this giant orange thing that I think you would really enjoy having on your face. It's a beaver. So this is my Christmas present to you because
That's so early.
the Beavers won, and you deserve to have a winning team on your side.
Thank you. Unfortunately, there's glass in front of the fire, and I can't actually throw it in there to burn it.
Now it's gonna melt against the glass, and Barb is gonna forever have a
That's
beaver.
actually really thoughtful. And
glad
I
you
mean,
threw
what
it.
better than to keep my face warm than
a beaver
anyways,
pelt.
a beaver pelt. But I think if I put this on, I would lose a lot of followers,
Probably
probably.
because we have a lot of people from Eugene on watching.
I would
right
lose
now.
so much influence in the community, I think, if I put this on. So I'm just gonna leave a tag on it. You know, there might be a white elephant gift exchange coming up soon. I'm not sure, but I do want you to know I'm grateful. And
I'm so
glad you thought of me for giving me this free one you got with the one you bought. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anyways,
how
are
are
we
you
live on
gonna turn that
Instagram? We good to go? No? What happened to my phone?
It shut off.
My phone shut
I
off?
mean, like it
Died.
unplugged.
What? Oh, weird. Okay. Anyway, so
I'm glad that you're watching us on YouTube.
we're still live on YouTube, so we're just, gonna banter. And if you're in the chat, then say what's up to the other people who are in the chat. That would be great. Hope that you are enjoying the fire like we are.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the lights? I like the lights.
I like the green. I kind of wish we could have done like half green, half red, but that's okay.
We could. I have a remote somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere in the building, there's a remote and we can control.
I don't know where it went though, so it's okay.
That's good stuff. Anyway, so about that freeze.
Hey, it's almost over tonight.
Tonight, the freeze is almost over. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be fantastic
Yeah.
because that means that we will be able to come back into the building like other people.
Yes. Liz, you're gonna give me a thumbs up when we're good to go, yeah? Maybe.
Maybe not. So if you know of anyone who normally watches on Instagram, tell them to come over to
Yeah,
YouTube.
come over to YouTube. The water's warm.
And it's heated by a fire.
It is. So we are gonna be back in the building starting on Sunday. This Sunday, we're gonna be right back in here for a Sunday worship time at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. So I know for some of you don't go to bed until 11 a.m. So, figure that out. But be here, come and hang out and worship with us. It's gonna be a good time. It'll just be good to be back together. I'm super excited for that. And
Even 2 weeks away feels kind of strange.
and then we'll be back the following Wednesday.
We will be.
So 1 week from today, we'll be back in the building. So if you're in high school, then we're inviting you back for youth group on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. So come and check that out.
Yeah. And then the following week after that, it'll be middle school.
Yeah, so it'll be great.
It'll be awesome.
Anyways, hey, I thought Joe was dressed up a little bit like a newscaster minus the tie. You can comment in the chat on,
Should I do this all the time, or
you should just caption his outfit.
please?
And yeah, you definitely look like you just got off work at the bank. Like you threw your tie off in the car and put your hat on.
You kept telling me that I looked way too relaxed at work, and now you're telling me that I look like
you look too professional.
I look too professional for work. So
Professional.
I can't wear a robe, and then I can't wear a dress shirt. So I don't know what to wear.
No, that's okay.
So
That's all right.
maybe not beaver gear. Apparently, that's what I heard last week.
I don't think there's been a day that's gone by that you haven't worn beaver gear.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
Anyways,
have something beaver on.
Uh,
Beaver shorts or a beaver hat or something.
That is very true. Liz, do you want my help?
Yeah, it's not.
All right, I will be right back. Hang out with this guy.
I don't know why.
So I don't actually know what to talk about. So it's kind of cool. I wish we had some music.
He doesn't want to. Just.
Huh.
Is it
I wonder
It's not active. How do we know that?
if John will get this done. Interesting fact that whales sleep vertically. Did you know that? It's kind of crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't even know they slept underwater. I thought they had to sleep horizontally outside of water. But I don't know how that would work either, since they eat fish. Do they eat fish or do they eat krill? I think it's krill. John, what do you think?
I think that Instagram is having some issues.
Ah,
Yeah.
is it still having issues?
It's still having issues. So anyways, we're just gonna go with what we can go with.
And you can record it there, so that
It
way.
doesn't want to do anything.
Oh, sweet.
Anyway. So I have an idea.
This is fun.
It is fun. Keep talking though, because this is dead time. You're going to lose people.
I wish I had jokes.
You don't have jokes?
I don't have jokes.
What? Yes, you do.
Hey, if you have a good joke that you want to say, because this is interesting. If you have a joke and you want to say it, write it in the chat real quick, and in a couple minutes we'll be able to go through them. But yeah, we're still, if you're tuning in real quick, we are still having issues with Instagram. So we probably won't be able to have it on Instagram. So like we said earlier, if you know of anyone who normally watches on Instagram, feel free to send them over to YouTube, because we will be get going shortly. Get going. Gonna get going. But yeah, there's been a lot of different things that have happened. The freeze is almost over, and then after that, we were told that we have more restrictions. But you know what's awesome? We get to be back in the building. We get to see you. That was something that was a possibility, and that style of restriction will be kind of changed a little bit. So we'll be able to have at least 100 people in the building, or at most 100 people, not at least 100, most.
Yeah. Yes.
Most.
All right. Cool. Well, we're just gonna record them, so we'll post it to Instagram. We'll get that figured out. So, anyways, sorry for the delay. I thought we'd play a game, Joe. You didn't know we were gonna play a game.
We're playing a game.
You're gonna play a game.
I'm
so
playing a game.
You're gonna need this blindfold.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Just go ahead and throw that blindfold on. We're gonna play.
Use the
No, just use the blindfold real quick. We're gonna play a little game that's called "What's in the Box."
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. So here's how it works. I'm glad you wore your nice shirt. We are gonna have some things in a box. There'll be an opening in the box, and then you'll just stick your hand in the box. So here is the box.
Do I need to fold up my
There's the
sweatshirt?
opening. I think you'll be okay. And then you just can, feel what's in the box, and then give us your best guess as to what you think is in the box. Does that make sense? All right.
So am I starting now?
You can go ahead and start now.
I can start now.
You can
Nothing.
start now.
There's
There's nothing. There is. You just got to go all the
oh,
way
that's
down to the
that's
bottom.
a.
What do we got?
It seems like a Hawaiian roll.
A Hawaiian roll.
It might either be a Hawaiian roll or just a roll.
It is. Good job. Good job. It is a regular bread roll. Awesome. I'll take that. Sweet. There you go. You want a bite?
I would love a bite.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that's just a regular bread roll. I thought I would start a little bit easy for you. All right, here we go with number 2. It's not number 2, but that is the second item. Let's see if you can figure out what's in the box. The box is going to be in the same spot every time. I'm just going to hold it down so you don't knock the box off the table. Ah!
They know exactly what it is.
They do. They can see what it is. I
That's
think they know.
feels
what it
like
is.
broccoli.
Is it broccoli?
That's
Could
broccoli.
it be broccoli or cauliflower?
Broccoli.
You sure? Final answer.
Yes.
You are correct, sir. You're 2 for 2. That is broccoli. Do you want a bite?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
he
still
does
eating the
not a
bread.
fan of the broccoli.
I am a fan of broccoli, but I'm still eating the bread. I didn't get a chance to eat it all.
All right, here we go. Item number 3. Hopefully, you guys watching at home, you can tell what that is. Can you see the smile on his face? He's really enjoying this.
What?
You can do it. You can figure it out.
Is it chicken?
Final answer?
Chicken.
That is incorrect, sir. It is actually turkey. I don't know if you knew this or not, but Thanksgiving just happened.
That makes
yeah,
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It felt like chicken.
Okay, well, it's not.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, here we go. Here's number 4.
Was it smoked?
You can smell it. It was smoked. I bet it tastes really good too.
I bet. Was that from Liz? Was that from your house?
Maybe.
Might have been. All
All
right, here we go. Let's see if you can figure out the next item. Go for it.
I'm really thinking that one of these are Scooby whipped cream. But it's not.
Yeah, you just gotta get in there and really feel that one. Squish that one between the fingers. That's really gonna be your best bet to figure out what it is.
What the heck is this? What? What?
Come on, just rub it in there. I think it'll be your best option. Go ahead, give it a guess.
It's chocolate, isn't it?
That is incorrect, sir. It is not chocolate. It is in fact sweet potatoes, or some people call them yams. You can go put that back. If you want to.
Yeah, I had.
All right.
There was no way I was gonna get
All
that.
right. I don't know if you want to lick your fingers or not, but you're welcome to taste it.
It's good I made it.
It is good. All right.
Is it poisoned?
It's not poison. We actually like you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so here we go. I don't know if you can tell what that is. I can't really necessarily tell by looking, but maybe Joe can by feeling his way through. All right, here we go. Let's give it another shot.
What? Mashed potatoes? No, that's not mashed.
Not mashed potatoes.
That's not mashed
Are you
potatoes.
sure?
It doesn't feel like mashed potatoes.
Okay, well then tell us what it feels
I
like.
don't know. Mashed potatoes.
I'm gonna give you a few more seconds.
I'm gonna say mashed potatoes.
He's going for mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is in fact green bean casserole.
Yeah, I couldn't even. There was
You,
no way.
you couldn't feel the green beans?
No,
They
because
lost their texture.
I had that. Yeah,
Oh,
and I had the weird yam on my finger still.
okay, well that's unfortunate.
So what am I? 2 for 7 now?
Let's see. You got the broccoli and the bread. That's it. Yeah, you're 2 for 5. All right, here we go. We got 2 more.
I hope one of them
Just
is
waiting.
What?
We've made them wait long enough. We don't want
Oh.
to make them wait while you lick your
I
fingers.
didn't know that you had it ready.
Yeah, I'm going real quick here.
Oh,
Right.
that seems like a.
I kind of wish I could see inside the box what you guys are seeing. All I can see is his elbow and a smile on his face.
I don't even know what.
Come on, you can do it,
Is
Joe.
it
We
like
believe
a-
in you.
Is it like a pie type thing? Like a chocolate pie?
You really are into chocolate.
I love chocolate
2
pie.
chocolate things so far.
No, it's not chocolate pie, is it?
No,
It's
it's
probably.
not.
Why am I groping this thing?
I
What is
don't
it?
know. Final answer.
Mashed potatoes,
And
gravy.
yes, give it up for the guy who got it. Mashed potatoes and gravy. All right, what did you do to that? Let's. All right, here we go. This is the last one, the final one. There we go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Just go fast in there.
That is pumpkin pie.
Yes, it is pumpkin pie. You knew that one right away. Could you feel the crust?
I could feel the crust.
Did you
and
even
then
like? Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I really just
You
went
got
in and it was there. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Is that it?
that is all. Give it up for Joe. He got. I think we got what 4 out of 7.
Can I eat the
Pretty
pumpkin
good.
pie?
Never mind the stuff that just fell on the floor.
Was it pumpkin pie?
What's that?
Oh no.
No, it wasn't pumpkin pie. Anyway, I don't know if you still have leftovers in your fridge, but if you do, don't eat them, dude. It's like been almost a week. You'll probably get the diarrhea.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, don't do that.
The diarrhea. Dad joke. Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know how to transition from that to what we're gonna do next.
You
So-
could pray.
Good. Okay, let's pray. God, thanks for technology. We love it when it absolutely works to our benefit. I pray, God, that whoever is watching, wherever they're watching, that you take the next few minutes to encourage them and remind them of what is true, as you've reminded me of what is true. And I ask that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Awesome. Well, I thought I'd start by telling you a story I'm just going to move that, leave this chair for the Holy Spirit or something. I don't know. When I was in the 11th grade, I got invited to a spring break trip with some friends to my friend's lake house. I call him my friend. We weren't really close friends at the time. This guy actually was probably from the wealthiest family in my small private high school. And so I was kind of surprised when I got invited because I was the kid that was on scholarship every month, basically, to pay my tuition, and was always getting the late notices in front of the whole class too. Like, hey, John's family's poor. They can't pay for his education. And so I was surprised that I got invited to this lake house. But anyways, I got invited and I went, and I remember pulling up to this 3-story house, which was ironic because my friend's last name was actually Casagrande. Yes, sorry, that's where we'd insert the laugh track, because in Spanish, Casagrande means big house. And so I went to this 3-story house, and I had my own room. It was right on this huge lake. It had its own dock. There was a fancy ski boat, with the tower and speakers and everything like that. And I spent that week learning how to wakeboard. We spent a lot of time out on the dock shooting a potato gun, trying not to hit boaters as they were passing by. We cruised the lake for chicks. Not true, but that would have been great. We did all kinds of fun stuff. We hung out all night by the fire pit, or in his huge game room, which I remember had this like vintage Coca-Cola machine with a jar of change, and you could just put the change in and it would spit out glass Coca-Cola bottles. I thought, this is so cool. Like, this is the coolest place and the coolest experience that I've ever had. And I remember getting toward the end of that week thinking to myself, this has been one of the best weeks of my life so far. And I can't believe it happened. It felt kind of surreal. I remember just thinking to myself, like, how did this happen? How did I get invited to this week? I don't know if you've ever experienced that, where you got invited or included in something, and you're like, how did I get here, right? Like maybe you got picked to be on a team you just didn't think you were going to make. Or you got put in a class with people you thought, they're like way smarter than me. What am I doing here? Or maybe as you look at your friend group, you think to yourself, these people are way cooler than I am. Or maybe you think to yourself, I'm way cooler than them. And if that's you, you should probably take a better look at your friend circle. But I just wonder if you've ever had that experience where you're like, how did I get included in this? You're just amazed by that. If that's you, if you've experienced that, then you have something in common with the people who were there at the very first Christmas. We're spending the next few weeks talking about how to have the best Christmas ever, and why this Christmas, maybe even more than ever, is the best Christmas ever. But to really talk about that, we got to go back into time, like way back into time, when this people group, right? We'll call them the Israelites, because that's who they were. They're waiting for someone that they call the Messiah. This was like this chosen, promised person who's going to come and change their way of life for the better, free them from slavery to Rome or whoever was in control of them, make them a free people, and just basically make their lives awesome. And there's all kinds of anticipation about this person, what this person is going to be like, who this person is going to hang out with, and who will be allowed to associate with this person. Would it be the wealthy people? Would it be the popular people, the religious leaders, the social elites? Everybody had their idea of who it would be. But instead, it was totally different and caught everybody by surprise. Check out what Luke chapter 2 says. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people." Next week, we're going to do a deep dive into what that really means. But I just want you to know this one thing for tonight, that the first people on the scene at that very first Christmas when Jesus was born were the shepherds. That's who was there first. Now, you may not live around sheep or have a whole lot of experience with shepherds, but let's just say they weren't the most popular, the most educated, the most clean, best good smelling, right? They didn't really fit any of those categories. And yet when the angel appears to make this announcement, this invitation, it's to these shepherds. These lowly, stinky, dirty shepherds. They get the invite to go and see the Messiah for themselves. Now, there's probably some really good reasons why God chose to do that. And we'll get into those. But what I really believe wholeheartedly is that whatever the reasons were, God is full of purpose. So I believe that God was trying to make a point about the kind of people that are invited. The kind of people, not just the rich. Yes, the rich, but not just the rich. Yes, the popular, but not just the popular or powerful, right? Yes, the athletic, the attractive, the academic, all those people, but not just those people. Also the shepherds, and eventually everybody else, whatever category you put yourself into. And so why does this matter? Why do we care in a year like 2020 about these shepherds showing up on the scene when Jesus was born? Why is that important to us in a year when it's 2020? Do I need to say more? No. Why do we care? Here's why we care. Because you and I are invited too. That's the truth. You're invited into this story. I don't know what your experience with God has been like in 2020. I don't know what your experience with church has been like. Maybe it's been great. Maybe it's been amazing. And you've been so excited every time we've been able to be open and meet in person. Maybe you've been leery about God because of what's gone on in the world and in your life. And maybe you've had to stay away from church because of, worrying about COVID and just not feeling totally safe. Like whatever you feel about God and the church, that's okay. Like I get it. You probably are really justified in feeling that way. And so wherever you are, whatever you believe, that's okay. But you need to just know this, that you're invited. You're invited into a relationship with God that's made possible because Jesus was born, he lived, he died, and he came back to life. You're invited into that relationship with God. You're also invited to be a part of the family that we call Northwood. Because the reality is, if you're watching this live or not, like there's a place for you. You belong here. And being here, belonging here, being in a relationship with God doesn't mean that like you have to act a certain way or you have to believe like everybody else. Being invited and belonging means that you just come the way that you are. Like however you are, you just come like that because we accept you like that. So that might be surprising to some of you because you have this certain idea about what Christians are like. But the truth is, Jesus always surprised people. Jesus always surprised people who thought they had it figured out. And so now I'm inviting you to come next week if you're in high school, or the week after that, the Wednesday after that, if you're in middle school, and we're going to really dive into this. You're invited because you belong here. And so come and see who Jesus is and what Christmas is all about for yourself. Because the truth is, you're invited. So I'm going to bring Joe back up here, and he's going to let you know specifically, remind you what you're invited to.
Thank you for the chair, Holy Spirit. Like we said in the beginning, next Sunday, not next Sunday, this Sunday. That's
This
coming up.
Sunday, December 6th.
That's coming up, like
Yeah.
in a couple days because
Yeah.
it's December. It is December 2nd. We are going to have at 11 a.m., like we said before, we're going to have our service here for youth in the fireside room, if I remember right,
This
right
room,
here,
right
right
here.
where we're at. They can't tell where we're at. They just know that's a fire. But yeah, in the fireside room, we'll have at 11 a.m., we'll have our service for youth, and we'll continue doing that
Every Sunday.
pretty much until we're told we can't meet again.
Yeah, unless we tell you otherwise, we're
Yeah.
meeting here on Sunday.
Yeah,
at
that's
11.
that's how it's going to be, and that's both middle school and high school. Just so you do know that
Yes.
it's not just one or the other. It's
Yeah.
trying to keep y'all combined a little bit. And then, like you said, next Wednesday we have
That'll be
high school.
December 9th.
Yep. And then the 16th, the following one, we'll have middle school. For high school, pay attention, times are different. For high school, it's at 7
7 o'clock to 8.
p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m. to 8:30.
p.m. We don't do a 24-hour. But it's 7 to 8 and then 8:30. Sorry, my bad. 8:30. And then for middle school, it is at 6:30 on the 16th, 6:30 to we go 8:15. So it just depends on if
Yeah,
I
until we
talk
get tired of
to-
you and kick you out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Or you get bored of us.
yeah. So the 9th for high school, 16th for middle school, and then we'll see you.
Yeah, and then we'll just enjoy Christmas break.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you're looking forward to your vacation. We're looking forward to hearing about it.
And our vacation.
And our vacation as well, absolutely. And we'll hit you up, so be sure to always be taking a look at what we're doing on Instagram and on YouTube, or if we're sending out messages or emails to your parents, because they're boomers and they read those. And just kidding. I'm like as old as some of your parents. I know that's weird.
That is weird.
I know. I could do a whole hour talking about that, but I won't.
Let's not.
Yeah, no,
Let's
let's not do
continue
that. But just stay tuned for more stuff that's coming up so that you can stay engaged with what we got going on.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Alrighty.
Thanks for joining us by the fire, and we'll see you on Sunday.
I'm Joe.
I'm John.
Peace.